The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at NETsn.
Testing 1, 2.
job. Way to throw it on the rope, baby. Our niece didn't do nothing.
All right. Sorry about that, fans. We had a little bit of a problem, but I got it fixed up. So we're back here in ARP. 2 outs in the top of the first. Catherine Bailey over through the shortstop. Janicia Potts misses that one. So the Lady Cats have a runner on base. Number 4, Ellen Nunner up to base. Nunner, excuse me. As she'll step in. Addison Carpenter on the mound for the Lady Tigers. And here she comes. Little high. Aubrey Way checks the runner at first. .64 and sunny here for your Azalea Orthopedics game time weather forecast outside. That's going to be ball 2, so 2-0 to Nunner. A quick 2 outs for the Lady Cats, but they put a runner on first and hoping to get something going with this one. Here's the pitch by Carpenter. It's going to be outside, ball 3. Ellen takes a look, gets the sign, and steps in, ready to go. Here's the pitch from Carpenter. Swing, foul ball out of play. That'll be the first strike. A lot of chatter from the dugouts over there at Waskom. Carpenter set. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 4, so 2. Runners on base for the Lady Cats, and we have a runner in scoring position. And that'll bring up Cezanne, Rihanna Cezanne. For the Lady Cats, she'll step into the batter's box, see if she can bring a run home for Waskom. So 2 on and 2 outs for the Lady Cats. Here comes the pitch. Hit up the middle. It's going to be interference. And the runner's out. So what would have been a easy score ends up being the 3rd out. So we'll head to the bottom of the first. You're watching NETsn, sponsored by Azalea Orthopedics. We'll be right back. switch it all back? I know you did. There you go. And we're back here at ARP as Waskom is visiting here versus ARP. Both teams coming off losses, district losses last week. Waskom takes a loss to West Rusk, and Legion Fields gives ARP a district loss. So both teams trying to not make it two in a row here in district play. As we just get things started here for District 3A Division, or excuse me, District 16, 3A, Region 2. So Tanaya Hamilton, excuse me, I'm sorry. It's going to be Janicia Potts starting things off for the ARP Lady Tigers. She'll be stepping into the plate, getting things going for ARP. Rihanna stays on the mound for the Lady Cats. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be over the head as Potts has to duck out of the way. And that'll be ball one. Cezanne going to try to settle down just a little bit. And here comes the pitch. Good hit out to the outfield, but straight to the shortstop. That's going to be Tanaya Hamilton getting that one out of the air. And that's going to be out number one. Abby Nichols will head to the plate next for the Tigers, Lady Tigers. As a quick one out gets put on the board. Nichols steps in. Here comes the pitch. She squares around for a bunt. Pulls back just in time for ball one. Steps in, takes a look. Cezanne gets ready. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball two. Cezanne takes a look in. Winds up. Brings the pitch. It's going to be inside. And 3-0. As Potts had to kind of, excuse me, not Potts, Nichols had to kind of step out of the way. Nichols steps in, ready to go. Cezanne looks in, gets set. Here comes the pitch. Right over the plate. Going to be strike one, 3-1 the count. A good pitch by Rihanna. And she'll see if she can do it again. Another pitch. And it's going to be low and outside for a ball. And that's going to be ball four. As Nichols takes a roll down to first base. That's going to put number 22, Addison Carpenter, up to the plate for the Lady Tigers. Carpenter steps in. Cezanne takes a look. Here's the pitch. And the ball bounces over. Culpepper tries to throw it down. Doesn't get a good throw on that one. As Nichols was already up safe on second. She makes a good stop, though. keeps the ball from going all the way back to the backstop. And advancing Nichols all the way to third. So the runner stays at second. It's going to be ball one. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be high. Nichols goes. Culpepper throws. And out at third, says the umpire. Coach calls time. And there's going to be some discussion about the call, as Nichols will stay at third, awaiting the discussion. Good throw by Culpepper. And so the umpires are going to get together and have a discussion about this themselves, as Nichols will stay put on third until they make the final call. We're going to take a 10-second break real quick while they get this figured out.
Net Sports Network, your streaming home for Northeast Texas sports.
All right, the umpires finished their discussion. They head back down to talk to the coach, and the decision is going to be final. It is an out at third as Nichols gets thrown out. So that's out number 2. Addison Carpenter steps in. Going to be low with the ball. Cezanne looks in. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be high, ball 4. So another runner gets on base for the Lady Tigers, and that'll bring number 19, Aubrey Way, to the plate. She's looking over to her third base coach, getting the sign. See what she's going to do in this one. With 2 outs and 1 on, is Addison Carpenter. Stands at first. Way dusts off her shoes and steps into the batter's box. Cezanne waiting to get her pitch. Wade looks in. Cezanne set. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be over the plate for a strike. Strike 1. Right at the numbers. 0-1 the count. Wade takes some practice swings. 2 out and 1 on here in the bottom of the first. No runs as of yet. Wade steps in. Ready to go as Cezanne steps to the rubber. Here's the pitch. Good hit out into center field. Caden head back and dives high and catches the ball for out number 3. So that's the final out of the first inning. No runs to call for either team. So a good inning for both teams. You're watching NETsn. Go ahead and like and subscribe so you don't miss a minute of action. And while you're watching, go ahead and chat and let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. You're watching NETsn live here in Art.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we're back. Macy Moody steps into the batter's box for the Lady Cats. She's ready to go. So is Addison Carpenter as she sets ready. We're in the top of the second. Here comes the pitch from Carpenter. Little high, ball one. Wind's picked up just a little bit. Cool breeze blowing through. Here's the pitch from Carpenter. It's ball 2-0 to Moody. Here's the pitch. Going to be low and outside, ball 3. So a good hitter's count for Moody as it's 3-0 to the batter. In there for a strike off the right, off the outside corner. So 3-1. And that's going to be high, ball 4. That'll put Moody on first base. And that'll put Caroline Reeves in the batter's box. Pitch down the middle. Way gets up fast, trying to catch the runner. But Moody stays at first. 0-1 to Reeves, as Carpenter's first pitch was a strike to her. Here it comes. Going to be low and outside. 1-1 the count. And it's going to be out of play, foul ball. Maddie Birdsong tries to get over there in time, but it goes a little over the fence for her. So 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch, going to be outside. So with that pitch, it'll even the count to Reeves, as Moody's still at first. No show to advance the runner yet. Looks like the Lady Cats are going to play a little bit conservative right now. Here's the pitch. Swing. And that's strike 3 and out number 1. Savannah Cadenhead steps up. She'll be in the batter's box, left-hander. Hopefully will advance the runner. That's what she's going to be looking for. Carpenter takes a look in the dugout to see what is coming up next. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A good cut by Savannah. Just didn't get around fast enough. Steps in, see what she can do. One out and one on for the Lady Cats. Oh, 2 the count after that attempted slap bunt. Aubrey Way getting the sign from the dugouts. ready to go. Here comes the pitch. In there for a strike, and that's another strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts for Carpenter. Taylor Culpepper walks up to the plate. So 1 on and 2 outs for the Lady Cats. Culpepper looking to move that runner around the bases. Here's the pitch. Going to be outside and low, ball 1. Here's the pitch. In there on the outside corner, strike number 2. Carpenter has a good pitch on that outside, giving Lady Cat batters a little bit of trouble today so far. Culpepper steps in. Carpenter with the pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Moody still at first base. She walked a couple of batters ago. Been there ever since. Here comes the pitch. Going to be outside, bounced, and Way bounces off the glove. She gets it and throws it down, but not in time. A little in front of second base. So Moody does advance to scoring position. And with that pitch, the count evens itself at 2. So we'll see what Carpenter does. Here's the pitch. And outside, so that'll full the count up at 3-2. So with a runner at second, 2 outs, and a full count. Here comes the pitch. And gets that outside corner for a strike, says the umpire. So that's going to end the top of the first. And we're going to take a break. You're listening and watching NETsn. Go ahead and like and subscribe and chat us out there and let us know where you're watching from. We're glad that you're watching. We'll be right back.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we're back here at ARP. Still no score. We're at the bottom of the second. And Maddie Birdsong is going to lead things off for the Lady Tigers. Both teams have left runners on the bases, but have had no runs to show for those.
Don't be slow.
So we'll see what's going to happen in this bottom of the second. Cezanne still on the mound for the Lady Cats. Birdsong looks down at third base coach, trying to get what the coach wants her to do. Cezanne looks in. Birdsong waiting. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high, ball 1. And it's going to be a high fly ball into right field. And Anna Grace Hicks was there, but Savannah Cadenhead catches the ball over the head, literally over the head of the right fielder Hicks for out number 1. So that'll bring Kaya Horton up to the plate for the Lady Tigers with 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's going to be inside with the ball. Pitch bounces right in front of home plate. Ball number 2. Sun going down directly over center field. Here's the pitch. It's going to be high once again. So ball 3. As Cezanne having a little control problem. Taking a few breaths, bring it down. And the dugout for the Lady Tigers getting in some cheers. And it's going to be outside. So ball number 4 puts Kaya Horton on first base for the Lady Tigers. And it'll put Lacey Fletcher at home plate. Ellen Nunner talking to Cezanne a little bit, giving her a little bit of encouragement. Fletcher steps in. Cezanne winds up. And it's going to be hit by pitch as Fletcher gets hit on the elbow and takes her base at first. So 2 on and 1 out for the Lady Tigers. Chloe Gerald steps up to the home plate, takes her bat and gets ready for her place there. Cezanne getting ready for the pitch. Here it comes. In there for a strike. So a good comeback pitch by Rihanna Cezanne to get that strike in there after a hit by pitch. It's going to be inside, and it's a pass ball as Culpepper loses it. Runners advance to second and third. So now 2 runners in scoring position for the Lady Tigers. And it's 1-1. So we'll see what Chloe Gerald does. Here's the pitch. It's going to be bounced over the head of Culpepper, and a run does come across. As Kaya Horton runs all the way in with the passed ball. Lacey Fletcher makes it to third. And 2-1 is the count now for Chloe Gerald. And another pass ball, but no run by Fletcher. She stays there at third. So 3-1 the count as Chloe Gerald awaits the pitch. Here it comes. In there for a strike. Little off speed. Gets a full count. So a runner at third, 1 out for the Lady Tigers. And a full count here at the plate. Swing over to the third baseman as Nunner gets it over to first, and no! It bounces off of Bailey's glove, and a run comes across as it's still 1 out. 2 runs come in, and an error for the Lady Cats, as that's how Gerald gets to first. Number 21, Abby Parker, steps up to the plate to see what she can do for the Tigers, Lady Tigers. In there for a strike. Culpepper with the throw down. And the throw was in time. But Hamilton just couldn't hold on to the ball, so Gerald gets the steal on a pass ball. Culpepper having trouble holding on to that ball. Swing and a miss, and another pass ball as it goes under. And that one goes past the third baseman as Gerald comes in. So she takes a run from a pass ball from second to third, and then another pass ball goes through the third baseman, and now we have a little timeout where the coach comes out and is having a conversation. So while they're doing that, we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back here on NETsn.
Net Sports Network, your streaming home for Northeast Texas sports.
Players going to talk things over there as the coach goes back and sits down. So 3 runs have come across, still 1 out. Umpire rushing things along as the team was still talking a little bit. And here we go as Taylor Culpepper takes her spot behind the plate. And Abby Parker steps up. Here's the pitch from Cezanne. Off the helmet of Culpepper. Gonna be ball 1. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Good hit, but a little in front of it. It goes foul. Stays alive. 1-2 still the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, but the pass ball, she'll run down to first. And not in time as the ball bounces off the first baseman, excuse me. And so it was a strikeout, but it won't count, as Parker will make her place at first base. Back to the top of the lineup. Janicia Potts leading off. Hits it over to third as Nunner over to second. Gets in time. Gets the lead runner. 4 out number 2. Good throw by Nunner. Abby Nichols up next for the Lady Tigers. So 2 down finally. Bud Potts on first. So 2 down, 1 on. 3 runs have come across in the bottom of the second. As Cezanne sets, here's a pitch. And a hit over. Nunner again. Over to first. Good catch by Bailey, and that'll end the bottom of the second. So 3 runs do come across for the Lady Tigers as they get on the board. You're watching NETsn here on, here at ARP. We're glad that you're watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe. We're glad that you're watching. Today's game brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. We'll be right back here at ARP. We're back here at ARP. In the top of the third, it's 3-0. ARP leads after a 3-run bottom of the second. Back at the top of the lineup for the Lady Cats of Waskom, Tanaya Hamilton will step up to the plate and lead things off. Lady Cats, are looking to get on the board, close that gap up from the bottom of the last inning. Here comes the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Hamilton steps in. Left-hander's ready to go. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be high, ball 1. So 1-1 the count. Here comes the pitch by Carpenter. And it's going to be a swing and a strike. 1-2 the count. She gets ready for that good pitch. And that one is high. So 2-2 evens it up. And with that pitch, we have a full count. Carpenter getting ready. Hamilton gets set. Carpenter with the pitch. And hit back up to Carpenter. Carpenter over to Birdsong for out number 1. So that's a 1-3 put out. Anna Grace Hicks steps up next for the Lady Cats. Carpenter ready. Sets. Here comes the pitch. And it's going to be bounced in right in front of the plate. Going to be ball 1. going to be inside. That pitch is ball 2. 2-0 the count. To Hicks. And a good foul ball back. Little underneath that one. 2-1 the count. And that one was inside as well, so 3-1 the count to Anna Grace Hicks. See what Carpenter does with this. Here comes the pitch. Grace hits it right back up, same play as the last one. Another 1-3 put out from Carpenter to Birdsong for out number 2. Almost a mirror image of the last play. So number 12, Catherine Bailey, steps up to the plate for the Lady Cats. We'll see if she can do something to get Waskom on the board as they trail 3-0 in the top of the third. Here's the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball 1. Carpenter ready again. And a good fly ball over behind first base and just foul. And that's a correction. He called that fair. I apologize. Umpire called that a fair ball. So it looks like that Bailey will take her place at first. We have a conversation going on with the home plate umpire and the coach. The call will stand. So we have 2 outs, 1 on for the Lady Cats. Ellen Nunner, number 4, the third baseman, will step up. Try to bring a runner home. Outside, ball 1. Here comes the pitch from Carpenter. It's in there for a strike. Nunner steps back in. And gets a good hit out in the right field. It's going to be over. And a home run. Ellen Nunner hits it over the right field fence. Gets it right over Chloe Gerald's head. And a 2-run shot right over. Brings the Lady Cats within 1. And now the score is 3-2. A good shot by Ellen Nunner. And after that home run, the pitcher will step up, number 13, Rihanna Cezanne, to see if she can keep this going. Carpenter gets set. Here's the pitch. And another good hit out into the right field. And that's over the head, but it is inside the field as Gerald gets it off the bounce of the fence and gets it in before Cezanne can get to second. So a single for Cezanne all the way to the fence. And that'll put Macy Moody to the plate. And a little rally started here. Cezanne at first, and Moody gets the pitch. Cezanne looks like she was going to go, but stays put. And hit foul. So 0-2 the count to Moody. Carpenter with the pitch. High fly ball straight back over out of play as Moody stays alive. So the count's still 0-2 to Moody. 2 outs, 1 on for the Lady Cats. Carpenter gets set. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be bounced in, but Wade, good stop. And the runner does not advance. 1-2 to count. And that's going to be high, ball 2. So the count runs even at 2. Good stop by Wade once again. Keeps that runner at first. And here comes the pitch. And a good hit straight up the middle. And Carpenter gets in the way and throws it over to first. And not in time. And the outfield umps calling her safe at first. So that put runners at first and second. As we have a conversation going over behind first. We'll take a short break while they're having a discussion. We'll be right back. You're watching NETsn.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
Umpires have gotten together to have a discussion about this call at first. Umpire called Moody safe at first. Coach for the Lady Tigers have appealed. And it has been reversed as the runner has been called out. And now the Waskom coach is going to come have a conversation. So we'll be right back, and that will be the end of the top of the third, excuse me. So 2 runs do come across for the Lady Cats of Waskom, so they do narrow that lead down to 1. You're watching NETsn. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe. We appreciate you watching. Go ahead and chat us up on the chat and let me know where you're watching from. We do appreciate you watching. We'll be right back on Net. And we're back here at ARP. You're watching the ARP Lady Tigers take on the Waskom Lady Cats. Brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. Thank you for joining us here on NETsn. We're starting the bottom of the third. Your score is ARP 3, Waskom 2, with a 2-run home run shot by Ellen Nunner in the top of the second for Waskom. Addison Carpenter will lead things off as Rihanna Cezanne for the Lady Cats is back on the mound. That pitch is going to be ball 1 to Carpenter. Cezanne had a rough inning last inning as 3 runs did come across for the Lady Tigers. However, the Lady Cats coach putting a little bit of trust in her, keeping her on there. And here comes the pitch. It's going to be a little high. Ball 2. Cezanne getting a little frustrated at herself. Carpenter gets set. Here comes the pitch, and she swings at that one. Tried to stop it, but the bat just kept going around on her, so she couldn't make it stop. So 2-1 the count. Here comes the pitch. Over the plate for strike 2. So with that pitch, it'll even the count at 2. As Cezanne brings it back from a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, inside, hit by pitch. And that'll put Carpenter on first base. Aubrey Wade, the catcher, will head up. She's up next to bat for the Lady Tigers. She looks down for the sign from her coach down third base line.
All right, a little bit quicker.
And we're ready to go now. Cezanne ready, steps on the rubber. Ready to pitch. Here it comes. It's going to be past the catcher. It hit in front of the plate for ball 1. Carpenter heads to second on the pass ball. So a runner in scoring position for ARP. And that ball goes past again. And again, Carpenter heads to another base and picks up third. So 2-0 the count. 2 pitches, 2 pass balls, and 2 bases for the Lady Tigers. Cezanne ready, and here comes the pitch. And it's rolled in. As Rihanna Cezanne is trying to calm herself down a little bit. She has pitched well so far in the game. She seems to be being a little bit frustrated with herself, trying to calm herself down. Here's the pitch. Bounced in front of the plate. And that's ball 4. That'll put Way at first. So runners at the corner for Maddie Birdsong, who's stepping up to the plate. So no out, 2 on for Birdsong heading up. And we have time as a courtesy runner comes in. Number 7, Anderson, is the courtesy runner. She makes an advance over to second. 1-0 the count. Two another count after that. A swing and a miss. A good cut by Birdsong. So 2-1 the count to Birdsong. As Cezanne gets set, here's the pitch. Bounces in front of the plate for ball 3. Birdsong steps up. Runners at second and third, 3-1 the count. And we are in the bottom of the third. Your score 3-2, ARP leads. Going to be outside. Ball 4, and that'll load the bases for Kaya Horton, who steps up next to bat. And we have a time on the field as the players are going to get with their pitcher. We're going to take a 10-second break here on NETsn. All right, we're ready to go. Kaya Horton taking some practice swings as Rihanna Cezanne gets ready on the mound. So the base is loaded. No outs. No runs have come across yet. And Kaya Horton steps to the plate for the Lady Tigers. Cezanne takes a look. Here's the pitch. And ball 1. Infield in just a little bit. As the Lady Cats, anticipating possibly a bunt to bring some runs in, and a high pitch for a ball, and Cole any runs from advancing. 2-0 the count. Another high pitch for a ball. And another good stop by Culpepper. But 3-0 the count. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Good pitch. That's going to be high and inside. And with that, it'll bring in a run. Bases are still loaded, and run comes across. Lacey Fletcher steps to the plate. And 4-2 is your score. Still no outs. In there for a strike on the outside corner. Here comes a pitch. In there again for a strike. So 0-2 the count. Fletcher with a swing down the third base line. It's going to be foul ball. Excuse me, a fair ball. I thought he called foul, but I wasn't sure the runners were still running. So it was called foul just outside the line. So no runs on that one. A good hit. The last time I thought it was a foul ball, though. I was wrong, so I wanted to make sure on that. So it's 0-2 the count. Fletcher steps in again. Going to try to straighten that last one out. Here's the pitch. It's going to be high. Ball one. Cezanne ready. Fletcher takes a look. Waits for the pitch. Swing and a miss. And struck her out. So Cezanne gets a strikeout and the first out of the inning. Chloe Gerald will step in for the Lady Tigers with the bases loaded and only one out. Outside. Ball one. Culpepper tried to frame that one. Couldn't get it in quite enough, though. Here's the pitch. It's going to be inside for a ball. Ball two. Only one run has come across this inning so far. Brings your score to 4-2. ARP leads here in the bottom of the third. In there for a strike on the outside corner. Two and one to count. And that's strike number two. So that'll even the count at 2. And that one bounces in. So that'll be a full count. Cezanne takes a look. Here's the pitch. It's going to be high and inside. With ball 4. She's kind of confused, but finally gets it. Still kind of confused. Finally gets over to the first base. So a run comes across. As Abby Parker now up to the plate. So that's 2 runs in. Base is still loaded and only 1 out for the Lady Tigers. Parker waits. Ball bounces in front. Runners stay where they are. As Culpepper makes a good stop, keeping it from going to the backstop. Keeps the ball in front of her. So 1-0 the count. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be high, and Culpepper stops that one. And that's going to be a hit down third base line in between the shortstop and the third baseman. 1 run comes across. 2 runs come across. And the runner goes and gets caught in between Chloe Gerald. Gets caught trying to get to third, so that's going to be 2 outs, but 2 more runs, come across. And we have a time. Courtesy runner comes in. Janicia Pott steps up to the plate. That's going to be high and outside for a ball. So a runner on first and 2 outs for Potts. 4 runs have come across for the Lady Tigers. Down the third base line, Nunner with the pass. And the out. Good throw across the field to stop the bleeding on that one. 4 runs come across. Runs the score to 7-2 as ARP takes the lead. We're here in ARP. You're watching NETsn. Today's game brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. We'll be right back on NETsn.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
We're back here at ARP, where the Lady Tigers lead the Lady Cats 7-3. We're in the top of the 4th. Correction, 7-2. Caroline Reeves with their first pitch there. Hits a foul ball out back. Out of play, so that's going to be a strike. 0-1 the count. Carpenter's still the pitcher, and a hit by Reeves. Straight over to Horton, who Horton takes it to Birdsong. And out number 1. So a quick out for the Lady Cats. And Savannah Cadenhead heads up to the plate now for the Lady Cats of Waskom. Addison Carpenter again, as I was saying, is still on the mound for ARP. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be high and outside, ball one. Here comes the pitch. That's an inside, ball two. That sun slowly coming down right over center field there. That's in there for a strike by Carpenter. As all of you know, daylight saving time is last weekend, so it's going to extend the day. Usually about this time during the season, earlier, as the season started, it would be dark. But not now. That sun is right in everybody's eyes here. It's going to be bounced in for a ball, 3-1. So it may be playing a factor in the catcher. I know both catchers are having a little bit of trouble seeing balls come in. A lot of passed balls so far. So 3-1 the count. Carpenter with the pitch. And a good hit. Straight to Janicia Potts. As Potts just takes one step and gets it for out number 2. Taylor Culpepper will step up for the Lady Cats. See what she can get going. And that's a bounced ball in for a ball. So 1-0 the count. Carpenter ready. Here's the pitch. And a good hit by Culpepper to right field. But Gerald is there for the out. So a quick 1-2-3 go the Lady Cats. In this top of the fourth, it's 7-2 as ARP leads. We'll be right back here on NETsn. Go ahead and like and subscribe so you don't miss a bit of any sports action here in Northeast Texas. We'll be right back. And we're back here in ARP. In the bottom of the fourth, 7-2 as ARP leads over Waskom. Abby Nichols ready to take the plate for the Lady Tigers. And Raina Cezanne still on the mound for the Lady Cats. So here we go. Start the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. If you are watching tonight, go ahead and chat up with us. We have a chat feature here on YouTube, obviously. So chat with us. Let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to know who all is out there watching. If you're watching live, and even if you're not. If it's later on, we do record these, so these are broadcast later. But if you're watching live, you can live chat with us here at the ball game. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where you are. It's 2-0 the count. Here's a pitch. It's going to be a swing and a miss. A good cut by Nichols. So 2-1 the count. As Cezanne gets set, here's the pitch. And a half-hearted swing But a swing nonetheless, so it'll even the count at 2. As Nichols steps back into the box, awaiting a pitch. Here it comes, and a good hit over to the third baseman. Nunner gets it over to first and gets the out, as Catherine Bailey was sitting there. So a good play by Nunner, and the Lady Cats get a first out. Addison Carpenter ready to step up to the plate for the Lady Tigers with 1 out on the board. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be bounced in on this side, so ball 1. Steps in as Carpenter gets ready. Cezanne looks in, and here comes the pitch. Outside for a ball 2. Here's a pitch. Down the middle for a strike, strike 1. And I think Addison Carpenter wanted that one back. That was what we call a little bit of the meat pitch coming down the middle on that one. Outside for a ball, 3-1. So 3-1 the count. Cezanne looks in for the pitch. And here it comes. And a good hit right up the middle. Bounces off the pitcher. Just past Reeves. So Carpenter gets on base. Cezanne tries to get it, but it bounces off of her thigh over to the second baseman, just out of the reach. And they're checking on her a little bit. She's kind of walking it off there, but she's good. So with 1 out and 1 on, Aubrey Way will make her way to the plate. Cezanne looks in and ready to go. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a little high, ball 1. Cezanne talking to the infield. Ready to go. Getting things going. Here's a pitch. Outside again. Ball 2. Here's the pitch. Up high. So that'll put it at 3-0. Runner on first, 1 out. No runs have come across yet in the bottom of the 4th. Wade looks down at the coach, getting what to do on this bat. Steps into the plate. Ready to go. Here comes the pitch. And it's bounced in. And that's ball 4. And that means Maddie Birdsong will come up to bat for the Lady Tigers with runners at first and second and 1 out. That's going to be a little high. That's a little low for another ball. And with that, we have ball 3. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Kaya Horton will step up now. That's in there for a strike. A little high for a ball. And here comes the pitch. And a good swing over to third base. And it's Nunner throws it to Culpepper, but off the glove. And the run is scored. And we have a time. So a little conversation going on there. I think the coach was trying to see if the runner maybe left third base a little early, or if it was a foul ball, actually. And they did call it a foul ball, so no run on that one. So they'll take that run off. So Horton will step back up. And with the bases loaded, 1-2 the count. It's going to be high for a ball. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be high. So with that pitch, it'll make the count full. Here's the pitch. And a good hit. High fly ball inside. And that's going to be the infield fly rule. So that'll be an out. And that'll put 2 outs on the board. And Lacey Fletcher will step up with 2 outs and the bases loaded. So here we go. And a swing and a miss. And the ball gets past, but no run comes.
Hey, it's falling off the table, Lace. Falling off the table.
We have a little equipment malfunction as the catcher working on getting things done there. All right, we're back to play. Here's the pitch. And a good hit over to the shortstop. Shortstop makes the stop. And no throw as she tries to find where to go with it, and that brings the run across. So that will make it 8-2. And Chloe Gerald takes the first pitch for a strike with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And bounces the ball in, but Culpepper there to make the stop for a ball. So 1-1 the count. Two and one. Stays on with the pitch inside. And Culpepper makes a good stop. But 3-1 is the count. And a high pitch, but that's going to be ball 4, and another run will come across. And that'll bring Abby Parker to the plate for the Lady Tigers. And we have time on the field. And while they take a little time, we're going to take a little time. We'll be right back here at ARP. You're watching NETsn.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
That's a ball. That's in there for a ball.
Are y'all working on it? Okay.
In there for a strike.
Like it's updating on mine, but not on that.
Okay, push update one more time.
I did. It updates 45 seconds later.
And with that pitch, it'll be 3-1. So with the bases loaded, 2 outs, 3-1 is the count. And here's the pitch, and a good hit over down the third base, and an in between the third base and the shortstop, and a run comes across, and another run's going to come across. And she tags it out. One run comes across, but the runner was tagged out before the second run comes. So with that, it's going to be 11-2 at the end of the 4th inning, and we'll head to the top of the 5th here in ARP. We're glad that you're watching here on NETsn, brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. We'll be right back. we're back here at ARP. We have a correction on the score. It's actually 10-2. That last run did not count, so we apologize for that. So it's 10-2 here in ARP. We're at the top of the lineup for the Lady Cats as Tanaya Hamilton is there. Here's the pitch. Straight back to the pitcher, Carpenter. Carpenter over to Birdsong and out number 1 real quick. So with that, Anna Grace Hicks will take her place at the plate with a 1 pitch, 1 hit, 1 out. Hicks gets ready as Carpenter gets set. Here's the pitch. Swing over to second, excuse me. Second baseman gets it, shovels it over to the first. And Nichols over to Birdsong for out number 2. Make that 2 pitches, 2 outs. Catherine Bailey up next for the Lady Cats. And Carpenter getting ready. And here comes the pitch. And a good hit. And it's out. Over to left center, and it's out of play. Home run. The second home run of the game for the Lady Cats. And this time, it's Catherine Bailey knocking it out for a home run. A good, solid hit over to left center over that fence. Ellen Nunner hit a 2-run homer back in the top of the 3rd. And now Catherine Bailey hits a home run to bring it up to 10-3 here in the top of the 5th. And now, speak of the devil, Ellen Nunner steps up to the plate for the Lady Cats. So Nunner gets ready, takes a couple of practice swings as Carpenter is ready to take the pitch. And here we go. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. So the Lady Tigers started off this inning pretty good. 2 pitches with 2 outs quickly. And then Catherine Bailey hits a home run over the left center field wall. And now Ellen Nunner takes the first pitch for a ball. Outside, ball 2. Nunner steps up. Here's the pitch. That's going to be down low for ball 3. Carpenter hoping that Nunner would have chased at least 1 or maybe 2 of those pitches. But Ellen not having any of those. And now in a batter's count, waiting on the pitch. Here it comes outside. Bounces out in the other batter's box for ball 4. So Nunner takes her place at first. And Cezanne will head to the plate for the Lady Cats. So 1 on, 2 outs for Cezanne as she gets ready for the pitch. And a good high fly ball, but outside. Straight back over the fence, out of play for strike 1. Carpenter waiting on a ball. Coach throws one out, and here we go. So 1 on, 2 outs, and 1 strike to Cezanne. She steps in and is ready to go. And so is Carpenter. She's set. Here's a pitch. Outside, bounces, and gets past Way. And Nunner will advance to second on the pass ball. So a runner in scoring position for the Lady Cats. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 2. So 1 and 2 the count. Cezanne trying to bring Nunner home. To shorten that gap between ARP and Waskom. And a good hit up the middle. Shortstop gets it. Potts throws, and it's under Birdsong's glove, and a run comes through as Nunner does come across. And 2 runs come down for the Lady Cats here in the top of the 5th. So Macy Moody to the plate. Carpenter sets. Here's the pitch, and it's bounced out again. Passed Way, and no throw as Cezanne heads to second. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be high for a ball, 2-0. We're in the top of the 5th. 2 runs have already come across for Waskom. It's 10-4 your score here. And it's going to be over there for a strike out the outside corner. Good pitch by Carpenter. She's set. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ball, a little high. So 3-1 the count to Moody. Runner at second, but 2 outs. And here comes the pitch. In there for a strike, and that makes it a full count. So a good pitch by Carpenter up the middle. And that bounces out for ball 4, but it looks like Cezanne is going to head over to third base. And the catcher calls time. And we'll take a little bit of time. We'll take a 10-second identification break. We'll be right back.
Net Sports Network, your streaming home for Northeast Texas sports.
You tired?
And we're back. Swing and a miss. As Caroline Reeves is at bat. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. 0-1 the count to Reeves. Here's a pitch. Just outside for ball 1. So Reeves ready for the pitch. Carpenter sets up and delivers. Bounces out right in front of the plate for a ball. 2-1. Still runners at the corners. Swing and a miss. Macy Moody will go ahead and run down to second base on that pass ball. Count runs even at 2 as Reeves takes a look in. 2 on, 2 out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a good hit down the third base line as Horton gets it, bounces it over, and Birdsong digs it out for the 3rd out. So 2 runs come across as we get through the top of the 5th. Your score, ARP 10, Waskom 4. We'll be right back on NETsn.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we're back here at ARP. Today's game brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. Azalea Orthopedics. Thank you again for joining us here on NETsn. Go ahead and like and subscribe so you don't miss a minute of action for Northeast Texas sports. Coming up in April, we are doing the Azalea Orthopedics All-Star basketball game. Be looking for that. We're excited to be joined with Azalea Orthopedics and doing those games. So we're here in the bottom of the 5th. Back at the top of the lineup for the Lady Tigers, Janicia Potts hits a foul ball for her first pitch. So it's going to be 0-1 is the count. She has time, a little time to think about it. A little early on that one. Cezanne getting ready. And brings the pitch. And a good hit as she hits it deep into left field. Over the fence. Home run. Janicia Potts right down the left field line. And she leads things off with a home run for the Lady Tigers. So a good hit by Potts. That first swing was a little early, but that one was not. Right on time. Shoots it over the left field wall. And that'll bring Abby Nichols to the plate. Tough act to follow for Nichols. Let's see what she does as Cezanne gets ready for the pitch. Here it comes. She breaks down, squares up for a bunt. Doesn't get back in time, however. and gets hit with a strike on that. 0-1 the count. Nichols ready. Here comes the pitch, and it's high. So 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And a solid hit over to shortstop. Hamilton bumbles with the ball, doesn't get it in time, and then throws over the head of Bailey for the Lady Cats. And that's going to be a base hit for Nichols. And that'll bring the left-hander, Addison Carpenter, to the plate. With a runner on, nobody out. And one run already in as a home run by Potts started off the bottom of the fifth. Carpenter waits. And a good solid hit high. Fly ball over the third baseman's line. And Hamilton, the shortstop, runs over with the catch and gets it out, number one. A good hustle by Tanaya Hamilton. She goes and backs up the third baseman, gets into the left field grass and gets out, number one. Aubrey Way is next up to bat for the Lady Tigers. She does her pre-at-bat ritual, gets ready to go. She steps into the batter's box. Cezanne gets ready. Still a runner at first, one out. Here's the pitch. Little bounce right in front for a ball. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss by Way. Culpepper tries to get the throw. Way steps in. Cezanne is ready. Here's the pitch. And it bounces again. But a good stop by Culpepper. Doesn't let it get past her. And Nichols stays at second. But is in scoring position. Here's a pitch, and it's a little high. 3-1 now the count. And that's ball four. So Maddie Birdsong next up. Steps into the batter's box with two on and one out. And a good hit. Little early. So Birdsong represents the winning run at home plate with the 10-run rule in effect. Bounces that one in. 4 balls, so 1-1. Ooh, and that's going to be a hit by pitch. Her third one of the game for Cezanne. Kaya Horton will be next in the batter's box with the bases loaded. And only 1 out. Cezanne gets ready, and we have a time. We're ready to go. Here's the pitch. It's going to be bounced in front. Good stop by Taylor Culpepper. Little high. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. And here's the pitch. Going to be bounced again, so 3-0 the count. So the 1 out, bases loaded. 3-0 the count to Kaya Horton. It's a batter's count, so we'll see what Horton does this time. And Cezanne with the pitch. It's in there for a strike on the outside corner. Good pitch. And a good hit up the middle, and it's into the outfield to the center fielder. 1 run comes across, and a base hit scores a run as an RBI single by Horton brings home Abby Nichols. Lacey Fletcher steps up. Bases still loaded, 1 out, still on the board. And Fletcher waiting on the pitch from Cezanne. Outside, ball 1. The winning run stands on second. As Fletcher waits the pitch. Little high, ball 2. So we're in the bottom of the 5th. The score is 12-4. Arp leads. Here's the pitch. And the umpire says she goes around. So that is a strike. 2-1 now the count. She tried to pull back. Couldn't quite make it. Here's the pitch. Swing, foul ball back. So that'll even the count to 2. Fletcher waiting. Cezanne looks in, and here's the pitch. And a good hit in the outfield. High fly ball. Right fielder goes right through the glove, and a pitch comes in, and a run comes through. Anna Grace Hicks just unable to catch that one. maybe a communication error, unknown on that, between the right fielder and center fielder. But nonetheless, a run comes in, so Chloe Gerald will head to the plate. 1 out, bases still loaded. Winning run at third. Ball bounced, but a good stop by Culpepper.
Get your base hit, Chloe. Come on. Get your hit, bud.
And watches that one go by as it's a ball. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. And a pass ball, and the runner comes in and the run scores. So Maddie Birdsong runs it in, and that is going to be the winning run as it's a 10-run score, 14-4. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score, 14 ARP, Waskom 4. I want to thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching tonight's game, brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. That's going to be all from us here at ARP for tonight's game. Don't forget, we will be out at Brook Hill on Thursday as Dallas Shelton will visit Brook Hill for a little baseball as Brook Hill Guard will take them on at Harrington Field on the campus of Brook Hill High School. So, once again, final score is 14-4 in the bot, and it took 5 innings to do that. Thank you again for watching. This game will be on YouTube and NETsn. YouTube.com/NETsn Live is where you'll be able to find it. It will be recorded for you to go back and watch it as many times as you want. Thanks again for tuning in and watching this softball showdown between the ARP Lady Tigers and the Waskom Lady Wildcats, brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. Thanks again. My name is Keith Whitman for NETsn. Have a good night.